Hi, fellas.
I'm ready to fuck.
I'm ready to fuck.
You want me on top?
I know it's arcade. Fuck you. Fine, okay. Fine, okay.
We are...
It's
episode...
49,256.
No, it is episode 39. The last time we recorded was January.
January. What month are we in now?
July.
Fuck. Oh,
No, we are swearing.
we swear.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, good thing I censored myself. I
We're,
always said 2 swear words like, almost back to back.
we've evolved. Since EGX, we've evolved. Different
X.
theme tune, swearing.
Yeah.
Shit, goggle box.
Presenting the
fucking
show really tired, like Phil and I did. That time we were really tired.
Frickin' ridiculously tired. Frickin'.
They're usually the funniest shows.
It was for us.
I don't know about everyone else.
Speaking of which, I've seen that For the King, Where Are You? On Switch. And
For the
I've been
King!
tempted to... For the
Where
King,
are
Where Are
you?
You? Was because Phil didn't put punctuation, so I assumed that was all the title. Yes,
For the King, Where Are
ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls.
Let us introduce you to...
it's Vanderhoff and Co. Episode 39.
39, it's a big one. We've only been going for how long?
It's 4 years, isn't it?
4 years.
Wow. 39. That just sounds old.
It is old.
9
Because in a month's time, I turn 39. Oh, God. Although I do have some... it's high definition.
Oh, I'm Anton Bain.
And who am I? Monkey Man
No
Phil.
idea. You are
there
Monkey Garage.
Monkey Garage.
Is that what it says? What's it say on your t-shirt? Monkey...
Gas Monkey.
Gas monkey.
Gas
That funky
monkey.
monkey. Gas
Monkey.
monkey. Funky. That funky monkey.
Funky.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's
No?
Brass monkey.
Oh,
It needs to be
But it's
brass.
kind of similar.
Yeah, I've got a
on
couple
words.
of games on my birthday list. I want Judgment from the guys who made the Yakuza games,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like a detective kind of game.
I think I've got one of
Or-
those from PlayStation Plus.
Borderlands 3,
Ooh.
which comes out in September, but I'm quite happy to have a pre-order bought for me. Because it looks good.
Does look very good.
Now, are we sticking with the theme of fighting games? Did you guys play fighting games?
I did.
I did.
Okay,
I will
then
admit,
we'll
I
stick...
did just play it today.
I've been playing it for 2 months.
I have 2 months.
Yeah, Punch Club.
Huh?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay, so we're going back to game genres, and for a while I'd been thinking of doing... I think fighting games was just one that we hadn't... I went through... I think I've wrote down somewhere the genres that we have already covered, and I think fighting games we haven't, but it's probably one that we've played a lot of in our years.
In a minute.
Because they're making a bit of a comeback.
With Mortal Kombat 11.
Like Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 11.
That's what you just said. That's the best outtake from Parks and Recreation.
Yeah,
The absolute best that one is.
that is the best outtake from Parks and Rec.
It's Chris Pratt, isn't it? When
Yeah.
they're in a courtroom or something, aren't they?
No, they're organising
Oh,
something.
yeah.
They're trying to plan for something. It's all of them just
Something
sat
to do
there.
with a park or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be the
Well,
best comeback
Something
ever.
to do
Something
with
to do with
parks
park
and
or
recreation.
Well, like Kim Kardashian. What? Kim Kardashian had come on her back, and then like that guy, the older guy who ends up becoming the mayor of everything. He just
Yeah.
starts cracking up laughing.
So
and Ron
much.
Swanson just can't take it either. It's
Yeah.
brilliant. Oh,
It's a bit like the other one where he blagged it and it's like, I've just typed your illness onto the computer. It says,
so brilliant.
HTTP not found.
Oh no! It's I just put all your
Symptoms.
symptoms into the internet, and it says you have internet connectivity issues.
That was it.
And the writer of the show turned around and said he absolutely hates the fact that the best joke that's on the show was something that Chris Pratt made up.
Gotta love
I was
Chris Pratt.
watching because the only Parks and Rec I've seen about 3 episodes, and all of the rest of the stuff is just Ron Swanson stuff.
Oh, I love Ron
or Aubrey Plaza's character.
Yeah.
Because I
Aubrey.
love Aubrey Plaza, and I was watching the outtakes, and
And I poop, and I wipe, and I wipe, and I wipe, and then more poop. I keep wiping. It's like wiping a marker. And then she can't handle it, so she's gone back, and she's like in the back to the doctor's surgery, and she's like on the chair. And the moment he starts going, and I wipe, and I wipe, and I wipe, more poop. And then she just turns around because she can't handle it anymore, and she's like laughing in the background. And it's every time with Chris Pratt, I've noticed whenever he's ad-libbing something, forget the joke to get some comedy out there, he does this little scratching thing on his nose. So he'll be like, so I'm poop, and I poop, and I'm like, oh, he's doing something. Okay, that's it. That's his little trigger of when he's gone, I'm being mischievous and being cheeky. Oh, I love it. It's so funny. The some of the Chris Pratt bits in Andy in
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec is so funny. I
The
love
stuff
the Ron
that-
Swanson bits, but he is brilliant.
Yeah, some of the stuff that didn't even make it is just amazing.
The outtakes are almost as funny as the show itself.
Yeah, they are. They're just freaking
Like when he has
amazing.
that briefcase, and he throws it at the wall, and it breaks the light. And he just goes, and it literally breaks the light, and it turns the light off, and it cracks the thing, so they can't turn the light back on. And he just goes, "Oh, that's something perhaps that cannot fix." And then he goes, and instead of just doing a normal like just stopping acting, he goes, "Right, I'm out," and then he just literally runs, and then like jumps over like that kind of like.
oh yeah, I think I've
and
seen
just falls
that one.
over it, and it makes it like, hurts himself even more.
Oh, you gotta love them.
I really wish that wasn't on Amazon Prime because I don't have Amazon Prime.
Whilst we're talking about television, I have been, before we get onto fighting games and Punch Club,
Punch Club.
That's the game, yeah.
Club of Punch.
I've been watching Barry.
What's that?
Bill Hader.
Yeah, I like that guy.
He's an assassin who decides that he doesn't want to do it anymore, and during the last hit that he's doing, he ends up signing up to an acting class, which is being run by Henry Winkler, the Fonz.
The Fonz, yeah.
And in turn, he meets a girl there, and it's all about him wanting to be an actor and trying to give up being a hitman. And his boss is Stephen Root,
Really?
who is phenomenal.
Yeah. He's a
And-
brilliant actor.
Yeah. And then you've also got the Bolivians who had this hit out. So you've got this woman, this police detective investigating it. And you've got the Bolivians who did the hit instead of Barry, Bill Hader's character. And he gets tied up with Stephen Root, then decides to send Barry after them. But they're really nice. But they're this cutthroat gang. And he ends up being like an advisor to them, whilst also trying to do this acting class. And one of the right-hand man for this Bolivian gang is, he's this bald actor who's kind of burst onto the scene. And he was in Gotham, Anthony something. And he's in a lot of things now, but he's like this effeminate right-hand man for this Bolivian gangster. And he is brilliant. I've just started watching the second season, and he was taking over this gang with another gang, and it was almost like they were a couple. But now this woman's come in from who's the head of another gang, and this Anthony guy is trying to get Barry to assassinate her because he's jealous. And it's so funny, but it's also brings in like that he used to be a Marine, and that's why he wanted to get out of it. And so whilst it's really funny, it's also quite it's really dark as well.
Yeah.
And it's very good. So I'd thoroughly recommend that. Bill Hader's amazing in it. So.
He's one of those actors that no one really appreciates.
No. Well, because he does SNL, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he does
The
SNL.
Harry Potter one where he's playing Snape, and he's like, "Hello, Potter."
I just love him in the Californians.
Oh yeah. I know the sketch you.
Huh? What are you doing here? Like, oh my god! Like, you shouldn't even be here.
I was watching some footage of Kristen Wiig.
I love
her doing like all her different characters and
There's so
stuff
many.
that she does.
The property one.
It was mostly her impressions I was watching, and it was her who she was being an old like 1950s actress
Who was trying to get back into the industry with her.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't keep messing up her lines.
but she's like really posh but really fierce with it. I
Yeah.
can't think, like Katharine Hepburn
Something like that.
maybe.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, and she's just stood there just narrating what she's doing, but in this really overtly posh. Oh, so funny.
She's really funny. And she's only done a couple of movies as well. I personally think Bridesmaids is actually a really funny movie because of her.
I've not seen it, but I hear good things.
I saw it in the cinema. You know me, I see everything.
I think D went to cinema to see that. Was one. Oh, okay.
No, I didn't.
More fool you.
Yeah, I was going to say. No, I like space. Oh, shit.
Boom. that was... mate. No, that was... Fist bump. Very good. Speaking of cinema...
Yes.
And what? Never mind.
Speaking of cinema...
Were you peeking at my list, motherfucker?
No. I can't read stuff from far away.
That's why
Especially power
That's why I wrote it in colour and joined up.
Exactly. Yeah, cursive. Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Something like that?
I mean, it's colour crayon, but...
Where'd you get the crayons from? McDonald's? Get a family, like, one of those little...
No, Weatherspoons.
Weatherspoons, yeah.
Oh, that's where I get all my sauces from.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Sauces?
Yeah. Like ketchup, barbecue, daddy sauce.
I get all my sugar and sweeteners for my holiday at the end of the month from Cafe Nero. Along with my free coffee, thanks to O2.
Of course.
That's the way to do it.
Plug.
I think I'm going to end up bringing them down through condiment theft.
That's the way to do it.
It's the way to do it. What is Anthony Punch Club?
Punch Club, right?
It's not about taking out. It's not about drinking. And it's not going to be very funny. So carry on.
What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcast for the first episode in our coverage.
Well,
Phil.
that fucking screwed me over.
Phil,
I love how he's
are
looking,
you
he's looking at YouTube
listening to
whilst-
another podcast?
No!
whilst recording
Whilst
our.
looking at a podcast.
It's bad enough.
Is it a podception?
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, he's now putting it on YouTube.
In the background.
Oh, this is actually
Oh,
Punch
okay.
Club.
Oh, wow. We're moving up in the world.
That's what I was trying to do, but I didn't realise that the volume was on.
The actual song is dun, 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 dun.
There's
Dun,
floor
dun,
space.
dun.
We are moving
Dun,
up.
dun,
There's
dun,
floor
dun.
space. There's visual demonstrations.
This is crazy. This is technology.
I like technology.
All right, so basically, Punch Club is a game that's made by...
Doesn't look like a game.
This is the option screen. Phil. That's what that is. And so, yeah, it's made by Lazy... Oh, they're playing it on PC. Lazy Bear Games. And basically, it's a game where you start off as this guy who is trying to get into... Well, it's kind of... You can get to UFC... It's kind of UFC-ish. But at the same time, like an amateur league at the same time, like a boxing club. And you have to work your way up. But it's not a normal... booty
Botto.
Love it. It's not like a normal beat 'em up, so you don't actually fight as the person. It's like an RPG at that point. Oh, this is a bit of the game spoiler. He's about to see his dad get murdered in an alleyway, and that right. They haven't explained the other kid yet. Where I am at, sorry, they haven't explained who the other kid is. So I know I'm like me, but who am I playing with right there? Is that my older brother or younger brother? They haven't gone into that in where I've got to on the storyline. So his dad is like some kind of fighter. And when he's younger, he witnesses something, and he gets in it. And you can see the kid behind the bin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's you. So that's you now, like when you were a child. And then obviously his dad gets shot with the guy with the gun, the silver gun with the cloak. I'm looking out for that guy. Don't cry, son. You have to be strong, stronger than me. Well, you took a bullet, mate. Promise me you will train hard.
To be able to take a bullet.
I'm training hard now, and it's getting.
Can you take a bullet yet?
No, I wouldn't say so. I'm getting beaten by people with armor, so they're not even got guns yet. So you got to basically at the very start of the game, as you guys can see here on the video, but not you guys listening, but you guys here with me. He's now basically the backstory is he's gonna. That's the police officer who. Right, this is really sad. I can see the cat. That cat dies.
Aww.
Yeah, it really made me sad. So you basically have your own little house, and then basically in that house you can cook your food. You have to go to the shop to get the food. And you've got a little laptop, which isn't there at the moment. The bottom right-hand corner, there's usually a little laptop. But that's when you become a superhero, because you become a superhero as well, as you start to go through all the fighting ranks. So you do this amateur league first, and then you fight your way up that. At the same time as doing like UFC, if you want to. The reason why you might want to do it is you get paid more for doing UFC.
Mm-hmm.
But that's run by a mafia mobster. When you get to the very top, he will actually try and pay you off to make you like take dives and stuff like that. But the actual in the left-hand side, you'll see there he's got like in his lounge, he's got a couch where he has to sleep. So you've got your vitals as well. You've got to look after. So you've got your food, your happiness, your energy levels, and your sleep. And then you've got to look after your strengths basically. So you've got a strength, you've got agility, and you have to run as well. So it's going to take you into the garage at the moment on this video, but and that's where your home gym is. So you can work out by doing press ups there on the floor, or you can buy things from the local store, which is like punching bags and like a treadmill and stuff like that. So you can build up all your different perks. And then you basically, so you have to train to get harder, but you have to also have money as well to buy the food. So you have to either win competitions to get the money, but at the start you don't do that. You deliver pizzas or you do work at the construction site, and you basically then give your time and you're in the game, because you can see where in the top right corner it says day one. So that's basically, you've only got a certain time in the day, and then each day you lose some XP.
Okay,
So you have to keep training, you have to keep yourself fit. You can also buy steroids if you want to, but don't do it too often because you get addicted to it. And you have to fight your way up like this league system in an amateur league, and then in a pro league, and then you have to in the UFC. I've got to the very top of the UFC now. I'm the champion, but I can't get any further because I can't get past this amateur league, and it's really annoying me. And so when you're not in the house, like the game itself is literally like a strategy RPG, but it's based around being a UFC/amateur fighter. I went to the pizza shop, for example, and the guy behind the counter is called Casey, surname Jones.
Nice.
And when you do work for him, he can, if you ask for the special pizza, you then have to deliver a pizza to the sewer system, to underwater green crocodiles. There's 4 of them with then a rat at the end to beat. So it's filled with like loads of 80s and 90s like comedy as well.
Yeah.
So some of the jokes have come straight out from that. I bought it on the PlayStation Store. It was on sale for like $3.99. I saw it. I was like, do you know what? Why not? Thinking I was going to get a beat 'em up game.
Okay.
And then when it actually then started playing, I was like, this isn't a beat 'em up. This is an RPG. And really started to enjoy it. And I pumped like maybe 15 hours into this game over the last 2 months. And you know me, that's quite a lot of time.
There's a paperclip in it.
Only when you ask for hints.
He's made to look like the one from
PC.
Yeah.
Windows.
Yeah. So in your active skills, you've got to then pick between like being able to the ability to punch, or is it you're going to have an ability to duck or dive or dodge?
Or dodge.
He
died today.
Yeah, Rip Torn died.
Yeah.
Like 94?
88.
88. Well, I didn't really pay attention to that arc. I just saw his head and went, oh, that means Rip Torn's dead. And then like, for example, different defenses, and you can upgrade your skill set depending on how many battles you win and stuff like that. But I'm actually currently stuck because I've picked the wrong perks. And I can't get past this one thing where you have to go into a playoff to get your pro league license, and I don't have the right perks to get me to that level.
That's standard.
And I have to start again, I think, because I've chose the wrong perks all the way through to try and level up different parts. Kachooey!
Sorry, I've just sneezed my notes off the side of the sofa.
I obviously I bought it for $3.99. You get beaten up right at the very start. You can't beat this first guy. One, because he's got a bat. 2, he's got double the health issue, and you've got no perks.
And he doesn't even use the bat.
No. You can get a girlfriend as well. You have to go.
Seems like a waste of time.
No, it's not. Because when you get a girlfriend, you don't have to eat as much food, and you also don't have to work out as hard to keep your stamina and stuff like that. So actually having a girlfriend, the in love buff, actually makes it better for you.
Oh.
That's quite cool.
So for depending on, and you have
It's
to,
bollocks.
it's not like in real life, but basically, I think her name is something like Adriana or Adrian. Or basically, yeah. So it is like a lot of the things that when you get a new perk, when you read it, it will actually make a comment towards someone in an 80s or 90s movie. Yeah, it's made by Lazy Bear Games. I think it's called Lazy Bear Games. Yeah, Lazy Bear Games. I keep on calling it Claire Bear Games because obviously it just rolls off the tongue. And I got it for $3.99, but I think it's currently priced at like $8.99. I actually recommend it. It's a good indie title. They're an up-and-coming developer. They don't have many games out. I think this is actually their first or second one.
It kind of makes me think of like early Sim City.
That's what I
Double
was
Dragon.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's kind of the menu system kind of reminds me of like the Scott Pilgrim game, but then that's that not necessarily 8-bit, maybe 16-bit.
Oh, the shopkeeper's called a poo.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, yep.
Yeah, he never sleeps. He's always there.
But you bought it thinking it was an actual beat 'em up.
Yeah, because I was going, right, I need to have a beat 'em up. I don't have any. And I was like, well, why not?
Excuse me.
I didn't want to
Those chicken
play
wings.
Injustice. I've never seen a man eat so many chicken wings.
I've never seen a man eat so many chicken wings.
And the only things you can really eat as well is either steak or pizza, and then there's energy drinks and Coke. That's it. So it actually has a little counter of how many pizzas you eat. I think I've eaten over 100 pizzas now because they're the cheapest option as well. Yeah, check it out. Honestly, it's one of those games that you play it and you're like, this. It's not one of those ones that I just pick up and just go, I want to play it. Usually it's the game that I play like maybe after Red Dead.
Okay.
I've just finished Red Dead. I don't want to go to bed quite yet. I know what. I'll put this on for 10 minutes.
You need a palate cleanser.
Yeah, absolutely. A little palate cleanser, and obviously at the moment you can see like the leveling up system. So that's how you then level up, like your punches, your blocks, and stuff like that. And you do that by you can learn that by winning fights, and that's how you.
I might see if this is on Switch.
It is the actual consoles. It's on everything. It's on iOS, Android, Nintendo 3DS. Oh no, it's not on Switch. Xbox One.
Yeah.
And then Windows as well. Yeah.
Nasty.
I actually didn't realize how old it was. It was Nintendo Switch. Yeah. WW. Where's that?
Worldwide.
Oh, May 24th, 2018. A sporting management simulation. I've never looked at their Wikipedia before.
Nice. I shall check that out.
It looks good.
It's actually all right. So yeah,
he looks like Raiden.
Oh yeah, so look at the people at the back. You've got Indiana Jones, you've got Magneto, then you've got Aquaman,
Ninja Turtle,
and Raiden, and then you've got the
Casey Jones hockey sticks with the mask and the turtle shell.
And Raphael's shurikens.
Size,
yeah.
I was such a fucking Ninja Turtles nerd. And then you've got the blades hung up in the. That's really cool. I
really
think
good.
I'm gonna have to download this.
And so you got to go to Silver's gym, not Gold's gym.
I'm gonna have to check this out. I think.
I recommend it, and obviously it's out on Switch as well. Haha.
They announced the Switch Lite today.
Switch Lite. Is it even lighter?
Yeah,
it's handheld only. It's all one unit, and it is slightly smaller.
Compactor. Yeah, the screen's slightly smaller. It's down to a 5.7-inch screen instead of a 6.5 or something. Was it?
Something like that. Yeah.
Obviously, when I saw you earlier, it's got the lid on. When I saw you earlier on, the first thing I said, I was just reading an article on it because it popped up on my Google, and I was like, because I've been waiting for this for a while. It looks like it's going to be like £100 cheaper.
Yeah.
Than the actual hardware itself, than the current unit. Yeah, so you're looking at if it's this country, what is it, $289 at the moment for the Switch and game?
$189 for the handheld.
I am tempted because I was only on the train today playing my Vita, and I was going, you know what? I played a bit of Little Big Planet, and then I played Super Meat Boy, and then realised I should never play Super
Meat Boy.
Never played that game before going into work, because you're going to go into work in a bad mood.
Yes. Oh my god. I got up to like the hospital.
I'm in hell at the moment, which is level 4 out of 6.
It's
hell.
It's the hospital's the one before hell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I think I'm on hell, but I don't think I'm very far into it.
Oh,
it's hell on earth, that level.
It is. So not technically a fighting game, but
yeah, it kind of is. I mean, he's fighting right now on the screen.
Yeah, no, that's true. But yeah, it certainly looks like something I'd enjoy.
Well, when you know me, I'm always going to go for a bit of a more either indie title or a bit of something a little bit different when I'm playing a game, because that's how I am. But so when I saw we were going to talk about fighting games, I was like, well, I have been playing this for ages now, and it is a fighting game, and it's a little bit indie, it's a little bit out there.
See, that's what I like about my Switch, is the fact that I can just get
switch it out.
A game that I like the look of.
I can't be edited out.
And that's going to stay in.
That's in there now.
Most of the stuff that comes out on other consoles is coming out on the Switch.
Yeah.
And so I'm literally like, I fancy playing this game. I just have to wait like maybe a month for it to appear. And it gets released at the exact same time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just go ahead with mine, because what I played. Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch.
I haven't played this yet.
I think he's about to get it out.
It's awesome.
I've heard so many good reviews about this game. Everyone is saying this is like the return of Mortal Kombat.
If they announce officially that Ash Williams, Bruce Campbell, is going to be a playable character, because they are teasing it, I'm going to buy it on PS4 as well.
Woo.
Because I don't play my Switch online.
Okay, yeah.
And so I'd have no use for a downloadable character, because the story mode for the DLC is really small. So if I get it on PS4, I'd play it online and make use of a downloadable character.
That makes sense.
But I was pleasantly surprised because the Switch isn't anywhere near as powerful. But Mortal Kombat 11, I'll show you. I'll load it up now. But I also got Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice,
Yeah.
and that is a surprise. Like, you'd be hard pressed to tell the difference between like the PS4 version and the Switch version, because the sacrifices they're making are all so well done that the change in the resolution is covering up
Wow.
Everything else.
everything else.
I heard that someone else say that in a review of the Switch. Like, that's how they love the Switch, because what they take out of the actual big games, they do it in such a good way that it kind of makes up for it. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, wow, yeah.
But Mortal Kombat 11, it's got everything that the previous. It's got the Switch version has got everything that the PS4 and the Xbox One version has got,
Yeah.
except it's portable, and it's they're using this thing called variable is it variable resolution on the Switch? So it will, depending on what is needed on the screen, it will drop the resolution to compensate. So you'll see all the cutscenes and stuff are perfect. They're like full HD. Into the gameplay, you see the difference between the cutscene character models and the fighting character models, because when they're fighting, it's using up more memory, using up more graphics and such. But the drop, you see it briefly in the transition, but then when it says fight, you get a flash on the screen, which then switches to the gameplay resolution, and it tidies it up, and you can see that crossover between it. But you can see where they disguise the flick between the two resolutions, and it tidies it up after the flick, and it's impressive.
Yeah.
The story in this one was really good compared to the last game. Wasn't really. So it literally takes you through. You have sections, and then you'll play as a different character.
Okay, yeah.
Throughout it, so you pretty much play as everyone as the story goes.
So you got to see it from all angles in a sense.
Yeah,
like
yeah, and you get a taster for
Is
each
it
character.
like each character? So you, as you play it, like it will just go. You're now playing from Sub-Zero to Raiden, sort of thing.
Yeah,
and it basically continues the story, but just from Raiden's perspective.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Or is it
yeah,
like
and
one
then
whole,
the fights, yeah,
one whole line of Sub-Zero, and then like another sideline of?
No, everyone kind of interacts with each other.
Yeah.
Like the
but no,
smaller...
with the fighting, is it you stay as one character?
No, that switches out as well.
Okay.
And then you'll get moments where you can switch between. You can choose a character, and the story will then go off as that character, and you'll fight as that character. So, like the smaller characters get maybe half an arc.
Yeah.
And then you'll switch to another character, and you can decide which way. I ended up playing as, I don't tend to, but I ended up playing as Sub-Zero a lot, because in this one, he's really good. He's really agile, and his moves are he's got a lot of good fluid combos.
Okay, yeah.
But then there were some characters who I thought were going to be good,
and they're not that great.
But no, they turned out quite stiff to use. Total Khan's all right. He's like real strong, but he's slow. But once you get a combo going with it,
you're a bit messed up.
Yeah.
A bit screwed.
Right, the cutscenes do look really nice, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. So yeah, Mortal Kombat 11, I will probably be picking it up on PS4 with the season pass if they announce Ash, because they've got Spawn coming as a character.
Bloody hell, really?
That's really cool.
That is cool.
Ash from Evil Dead is rumoured, and Terminator. And then there's a couple more. But on the Switch, I've got Shang Tsung unlocked, and he's the Shang Tsung from the
Mortal
original
Kombat 1.
90s movie.
Oh, from the movie?
Yeah, he's the character, he's the actor, and his character and is voiced and modelled on the actor from the original
90s
movie.
Oh, that's amazing.
And so I had to get him. So I played through his little story section on the Switch, and that was really good.
Because I actually I like the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, I like it.
It's actually really good.
I think it's because I actually really Mortal Kombat was the only game when I was growing up that I was banned from playing.
Really?
From my family, they actually banned me from playing Mortal Kombat 2 and 1. And the reason why is because of how aggressive it made me. And, I don't think I was being aggressive. I think I was being a kid, and I just started to learn that to play that kind of fighting play in with my friends. It's really hard to come across as saying
Is it-
I got banned for a reason.
Is it-
It's because I got aggressive.
Did you pile drive one of your friends into the floor?
Well, no, I did do...
Not into the floor.
Uppercutted one of my mates.
Okay.
But that was by accident. It wasn't...
Totally by
Well,
accident.
when I was playing Street Fighter, and my mate was being Guile, and I was Bison, and I went and I kicked him in the head. Because obviously I've got a really good leg range. And I've always had a really good leg range. So I went to go kick, and just straight up kicked him in the head. And he went down. I was like, ah, crap.
They stopped your parents stopped referring to your friends as friends and more victims.
Well, it's not my fault. Sorry, Pete. I didn't mean to kick you in the head that time at my house. Also,
He never walked since.
I did a Haryuken to him as well, and I literally punched him in the chest really hard as well. But then again, when I started playing SmackDown, right, and WWF Attitude and WWF Warzone, and the SmackDown vs Raw series and SmackDown Just Bring It, that they didn't ban that, and I was wrestling on my mum's bed, like doing ankle locks to my mates and shit. So they didn't ban that game.
Maybe
me.
they'd just given up.
They had, yeah, because I played too many beam-ups by then.
Yeah, but yeah, Mortal Kombat.
I haven't played the game.
I got bought the.
It's still a cut.
No, I know the story's proper involved. And who's that UFC? That female.
Ronda Rousey?
Yeah, she's the voice of Sonya Blade in this.
I heard that.
That's pretty cool.
And to be fair,
Kane.
she's probably the shittest character.
I've heard that too.
Kano.
Kano's good.
What? He's like Phil Mitchell with Mortal Kombat.
How are you doing? He
What
is in the
never
Mortal
dies.
Kombat movie as well, isn't he? He's a proper
Yeah. Proper. Yeah, so I'm a big fan. Mortal Kombat 11's awesome.
How would you rate it out of 5? That's my current rating.
I'd rate it out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd rate it really highly. I've also played a bit of Soul Calibur 6 that I picked up for £10.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's the one that we played at
EGX. Yeah, it's all right. I've been really tired these last couple of weeks, so I had to play anything that was too involved has been a bit taxing on me poor old eyes.
Yeah. It's only a month away, isn't it?
And it is. We get me bus pass.
Oh, shit.
You fighting?
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm fighting.
But I did get a review code today for Kill la Kill If, the fighting game based on the
Kill la Kill.
anime.
Nice.
So I am looking forward to playing that over the next couple of days because I enjoyed the fuck out of Kill la Kill, and this game sounds awesome.
He's taking it to me now. Right, he picked up the hammer, right? And I did not realise he was going to be able to pick that up. He picked up the hammer and then beat my rib, and then since then, he's just been kicking my ass.
Cabal wins.
Wow, Cabal just kicked my ass.
Cabal is pretty tough. What have you been playing, Philippe?
Well, I've only been playing it today. Let me just...
I love it when he says this. What have you been playing, Phil? Nothing. But today I caught up.
That's not what you were playing first thing this morning.
What was I playing this morning?
Crash Team Racing?
Was I playing that this morning?
You were playing it yesterday.
Yes.
Was it yesterday morning?
You plays it a lot.
I happened to log into the PlayStation Store to redeem something, and I saw that you were online at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and it said you were playing Crash Team Racing.
No, I was not up at 7 o'clock this morning.
You're up every time I wake up, because I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do before I go to work is I check the Red Dead Daily.
Shoulder buttons.
Oh, yeah. So. Do you know what? It looks really nice. I've got my ass handed to me, but it's really nice.
So, I've been playing a game that came out in 2012, but I've only just bought it, and I've wanted it for some time, but I've never actually picked it up. Skullgirls. Really, really, really great animations on this game. Like, really fluid fighting, considering it's...
Is that the Crash Team Racing?
Yes. There was something about the developer of this. They split from their publisher or something, didn't they? And they had to take the game down, and then it went back up again.
They had an issue with their publisher. It's about another fighting game, which I think they made, or there was an issue with it, and it kind of made them bankrupt. So they took the game down, this game originally down, because it didn't have as many people in it, as many characters.
Yeah.
And they got it on Indiegogo, and they basically they got people to fund them for 15k, and I think they smashed that 15k. So they put some more characters into it, and I've always wanted to play it because I've only heard really good things. And I was just like, I'm just going to buy it. That's going to be my fighting game today that I'm going to buy and going to play as well today.
Nice.
It actually looks alright.
It's
I
really
think
good.
Downloaded the demo of it yonks and yonks ago.
The referee there came in, counted him in, even though
I like
facing
the
was
kind
front.
of 1940s kind of like aesthetic.
And all the characters are they're quite really unique. Like they don't, when you're picking them, they don't look that unique until you actually start playing with them. And you're just like, whoa. Some of them got that sort of like 1940s, like this one's got the 1940s cartoon style to them.
Yeah. The kind of the Cuphead kind of.
Yeah. And it's just,
Thank you, Cuphead. Yeah,
I've got that on my Switch.
I was
as well.
trying to think what it was looked like, what it was
I
called.
love that game. I haven't even played it, and I love it.
It's hard. I'm on like I'm starting to get to some bosses that are just absolutely ridiculous. That's a game that makes me angry.
What, Cuphead?
But between Crash Team Racing and Sonic Team Racing, I don't think I like either of them.
Really?
Oh, really?
I love CTR.
Oh, look at this. He's not even Crash Team
And
Racing
if I had to
anymore.
make a choice out of the two, I think I'd prefer Sonic.
Nah, CTR.
But yeah, I'm not impressed. Sonic's all right, but Crash I like graphically, and it handles a lot better. I think if I could get the hang of the drifting, I might like it more.
How did you do the drifting? Did you have to press like the brakes?
Shoulder button, but it makes you hop. It might. No, it's the other shoulder button.
Oh, there's another
But it
one.
makes you hop, and it's getting the hang of the drifting and the boost, and I haven't been able to do it yet.
Really?
I can't get the hang of the drifting and the boost.
Oh.
It is nice to look at, isn't it?
Yeah.
On the Switch as well. So you're not a big fan of the Sonic one. I heard you saying, obviously not a big fan of this one. Is it because maybe you're too much of a Mario Kart fan like I am?
Maybe.
And it is dependent on what kind of kart game you like. If you obviously had your PlayStations, you like this, obviously Crash Team Racing, and also the availability of Sonic stuff, which also available is on the Xbox as well. But as I said, I'm playing it for the first time now, and I'm really happy it's on it because I wanted to play it. Ooga booga.
Ooga booga.
But that, like the drifting thing, when you say you had to jump first, that's annoying.
Yeah, I can't. I think I'd like it more if I could get the hang of that.
It's once you've got the hang of it, you'll love it. Is
it truthful? You have to jump first before you do the drift.
yeah. So you got to jump, then
You have to jump and turn into the drift, but it's
don't have to.
in order to get the boost to work, you do.
You just turn it once, and as you're doing it, you don't have to turn back again. But it's better to turn against it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I
You
can't
can turn into it, or you can just leave it as it is.
Yeah, but I can't. I just can't get the hang of it.
I just finished second for the first time played.
Oh.
I was 3 seconds behind the first player one.
But it is very good. My son has been playing Super Mario Maker 2, which he absolutely loves.
Is this on the PlayStation, is it?
Yeah.
It's showing on here, Phil.
Yeah. Good
But-
on PlayStation.
Super Mario Maker 2, my 6-year-old son's levels that he makes range from ridiculously easy to
Stupid.
nigh on impossible.
Yeah.
And the levels he makes that are impossible fuck me off
Yeah.
no end, because he's telling me how to do them, and I'm like, no.
Does he do them? Can he finish them himself?
He doesn't play them through. He just literally makes the levels. He plays them in sections, but not in one big go.
Loser.
And if he dies in a section, he just presses the make button and goes back to the create option, because you can switch between the two on the fly.
Okay, yeah.
So-
Obviously, straight away I can see the difference.
Oh, well, yeah, because
But
you're going
obviously I
from...
could, yeah.
Because
But-
this has got to be 60... It's got to hold 60 frames, so it wouldn't... I wouldn't have said it's full 1080, but it is holding a... I would say it's 60
that
FPS.
looked awkward to try and drift. So actually,
Oh, see, now Phil had that then. I could see that, but I can't understand how...
it's like Mario Kart Double Dash, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apart from with Double Dash, it doesn't make you jump first.
Then it's like the N64 Mario Kart.
Yeah.
But even then, the boost and the drift was more forgiving.
It depends on the characters, because some of them have a mental turning circle, and then the others don't.
Yeah, depending on how big the car is, right?
It depends on the character. Like, all the cars are basically the same.
I think, isn't all the stuff you unlock just cosmetic?
Yeah, it's the character more than anything else.
So Phil, would you say you're more of a Crash Team Racing fan over a Mario Kart or a Sonic?
I prefer it more just
Sonic
because
All-Stars, right?
there's a lot.
Huh?
Sonic All Stars.
Well, there was a Sonic All Stars.
That's the karting game, isn't it?
Yeah, but the newest one is Sonic Team Racing.
Sonic Team Racing.
And the difference with that is it's not just, it is literally team racing. So you'll play as maybe Sonic with Tails and Knuckles also racing. And the points don't just come down to you winning the race.
Have the other players.
The rest of the guys have to have won as well, have to have come in a decent place as well.
Right.
So you can, if you pick up a weapon, I think your PlayStation is about to lift off, Phil.
Yep.
You can, if you get a weapon as you're going around the race and you're comfortably in first place, you can gift it to you can offer it to one of your other team members.
Oh, nice.
And it will build up your team gauge, which then gives all three of you this like massive boost.
Right. Okay.
But you'll also get offered weapons as well by your teammates. So you can accept and it work. It's actually a surprisingly good mechanic.
Yeah. So if you had to pick, what would you go for? Is it Mario Kart, Sonic, or Crash? Same question to you, Phil.
Personally, always Mario Kart.
I'm gonna say Crash due to pure fact, like I like Mario Kart, but Mario Kart's quite simple.
That's probably one of their key things, isn't it? Obviously, it's making it simple as possible for everyone to play it, isn't it?
Yeah. Whereas the reason I like Crash is you have to do literally to be able to win on some of it. You really have to
Win.
force the drift.
Win.
You have to get like really good at the drifts and learn to keep the boost going. 'Cause, like, see where you've got the drift bar at the
like
bottom
a Tony
there.
Hawk's multiplayer.
Yeah, like next to that, there's the little blue one. If you fill that up, you're basically whenever you hit like a speed booster, it will keep your boost for longer.
Right.
So if I hit,
If I had to pick, I'd pick Mario Kart Double Dash every day of the week. That's my.
So when I hit
Mario Kart
this,
Double Dash,
because I've got the blue in that section, it used all that blue. So it basically means that I've had a longer boost.
Yeah.
From little perks that are around.
Because of the way that the drifting works on Double Dash on the GameCube, I think I honestly will always prefer that Mario Kart game. That's my one. The graphics were really good. It was really smooth. It's really fun. And it's just the ability to have two people flipping between, getting multiple weapons, and all the races were fun. So for me, I'm of you, Steph. I think Mario Kart is my pick for the karting games. But I have also got the question. I also want to know. Obviously, this is mostly we're supposed to be talking about fighting games.
Yep.
So, if you were to say like the best ones, Soul Calibur, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and not Rise of Champions, is it?
What's Rise of Champions?
King of Fighters.
King of Fighters, Dead or Alive.
What's your favourite one?
What of all time?
Series or particular?
Both.
For series, I'd probably have to say Mortal Kombat.
A little bit different, a little bit more edgier.
I like doing the fatalities and all of that.
Series, I'll probably say Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, okay.
Mainly just because this one thing I like about Marvel vs. Capcom and Skullgirls is the fact you can have with Skullgirls you can either do 1-on-3 or 2-on-3 or 2-on-2. Like the fight, you can pick the amount of fighters you want to have on screen. Whereas
like Tekken Tag Tournament.
Yeah, but it's just Tekken Tag. I liked Tekken when I was younger, but I don't like it as much now. It doesn't. The fluidity of it just doesn't seem to be as nice as like Marvel vs. Capcom and Skullgirls. Yeah. Like you can start I always say typing in the moves before it comes on. I know it's technically not typing, but you are typing in the moves before they're going in to do your move set that you want to do. Whereas with Tekken, you have to do it when you're doing nothing, if that makes sense.
No.
So you have to be
to me in
right.
A more complex
so
way.
With Marvel vs. Capcom, I always find that I can type in and I can just keep typing in the buttons I want to use, and it will just keep the fluidity going. Whereas, say Tekken, I find that you have to go back, forward, back, square X or square circle to do a move and wait for that move to finish before you can do the next move.
Oh, yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whereas with Marvel vs. Capcom, you can just keep going.
Yeah.
I think I'd say that was the same with Mortal Kombat, really. I get what you mean with the Tekken,
Yeah.
on that side of things. But I don't know. I haven't played Tekken in a long time, so I couldn't.
No, I haven't either. The last one I played, I think I had it for about 2 days, and I traded it in. I was like, I just can't stand it anymore.
So you're a Marvel versus Capcom
Yeah,
guy?
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Mortal Kombat guy?
Yeah, I
And
think
a
for
Street
genre,
Fighter guy?
If I had to pick individual game, there's two that always stand out for me.
Street Fighter 2.
see, I've got a lot of love for Street Fighter 2. I can remember playing the original Street Fighter at the arcades, like after after my dad had taken us, my sister and I, swimming.
Did you ever get to
So
Sagat
we'd
at the
play
end?
in the I can't remember. Probably not. Playing that in the arcades, Warmwell Leisure Centre. I got fond memories of that, but then playing Street Fighter 2 and the Turbo.
Championship Edition.
Yeah,
My
but
one.
the hacked one, so you could play as Bison and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
But then all the moves were slightly modified as well. So this was when Chun-Li unofficially had her fireball
Right.
and things like that. There was like a modded arcade version, and I only ever found it in the arcades that came with the funfair.
Gotcha, yeah.
So I was always a fan of Street Fighter 2, and then when they released Hyper Street Fighter 2
Yeah.
Turbo,
Edition, yeah.
and I would play the fuck out of that at Butlins. And I actually had the guide from a Nintendo magazine,
Brilliant.
and I'd refer to this guide on the arcade one
arcade.
that I played, because I didn't have it for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah, mine
And
was...
the startup with Ryu,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then he Hadoukens into the camera.
See, mine was Champions Edition, where the startup was two guys just in like a car park with loads of people surrounding them, and
Yeah,
one
yeah.
punches the other one out.
And he goes,
Yeah, and because I had it on the Mega Drive, and it was the Street Fighter 2 Champions Edition was the one that I got, and so I'll always remember like that was the one that I liked the most. But mostly because of nostalgia, and I obviously bought up, and I had that game, and whenever my friends would say, "Oh, let's play Street Fighter," I'd be like, "Yeah, sure, I don't mind kicking your ass as Ken for a couple of hours. Why not?"
See, my two favourite are probably Dead or Alive 3 and Tekken 3.
Tekken 3 was amazing.
Tekken 3 was really good. I like
Yeah.
Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag Tournament.
So I didn't like Tekken Tag. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, I did because it added something a little bit different. It was they brought in a second player. You could obviously, I see what this is now.
It's the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection.
Ah,
So it's 1 to 3, and it's every version of them.
nice.
And you can literally just swap out so you can literally just pick. So Ant's just picked Super Street Fighter 2, or whichever one that one is.
Champions Edition.
Tekken 3, I had a demo of it from
you play?
official PlayStation magazine.
Ah,
Oh, there you go. It was the minus button.
minus obviously.
I had this demo from official PlayStation magazine of Tekken 3, and it was
Yeah.
literally 2 characters, and you could just fight against the AI against like 3 other characters. And I played so much of that demo. It's unreal. And I found somebody selling a original PlayStation 1 bundle with a few games.
Yeah.
And that particular version of the demo in its box, official PlayStation magazine box.
Yeah.
And I bought that bundle mostly for this particular demo, because it had a copy of Tekken 3 with it and this demo disc.
That sounds
And
pretty
it's-
cool.
The fuck.
Ling Zhao Yu. That's
Zhao
my
Yu.
character.
I'm pressing. I wonder if it's that button.
Probably. But Dead or Alive, yeah, big fan of that.
Yeah. I think I managed to get myself online ranked as like A star at one stage in Dead or Alive. And at least I love that game so much. Always played as Brad Wong.
Oh, yeah. They made 5 free on PlayStation Plus, so I did play some of that.
Yeah, that can go away.
That can go away.
But 6 has not long come out, and it's supposed to be quite good.
I was upset because I didn't know what the buttons were, and I was getting really annoyed.
You lose.
I don't care.
Perfect.
No, it wasn't perfect. I
Nah.
put his ass down. And he took out all my health in 4 hits.
But I've always been a fan of the Soul Calibur series, because that's more weapons based.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
That new Soul Calibur is very, very good. I didn't realise it was £10 at Tesco's.
It was.
Not now.
No, it was literally a brief thing, and I went into Fleetsbridge Tesco's and bought 2 copies and sold the other one.
That's fair.
Sorry,
That's
Phil.
It's alright.
So there
I
you
was
go.
out to make that money.
Money,
So there we go. So we've all got
Um,
different versions of what beat 'em ups we like. All got different
I
versions
on
of what
PS
Mario Kart.
in arcades and PS1, I liked Battle Arena Toshinden.
Do you know what? My mate had that on a console. I can't remember which one it was, but it looked alright.
I liked that game. That it had Yoshimitsu in it. God,
was
Jesus!
gonna say,
Every
it was
time I
Yoshimitsu
burp,
with Tekken.
that chicken, Phil.
Is it coming up?
Huh?
You like that chicken?
I liked that chicken.
You like those chicken wings?
What would what was the
What,
coatings? Seasoning, that's the word I was looking
Seasoning was Cajun, Atlantic sea salt.
for. Is there some paprika in there?
Yeah, there was some paprika, there was some oregano, there was some thyme, there was no pepper. One moment. I got it all out.
One moment, please.
One moment.
Corporation, just a moment.
So, Cajun, cumin, paprika, garlic.
Knock, knock. Cumin.
That's a good joke.
Hey, I'm here all
oregano
week.
and thyme,
Nice.
and Atlantic sea salt.
It was very, very nice.
Good. Glad you enjoyed. What did you think of the man? Were they chicken
They
wings
smelt
with
good.
the Smell?
That's awkward. They do you know what? They smelt lovely. They actually smelt really
'Cause
nice. But I had
Ant
loads
is
of,
now a pescatarian.
I'm a piscatarian. I had loads of sushi actually. I had loads of. Sorry, Phil. I pissed you off.
What?
You need me.
Here's your...
Fwap.
Yeah. Obviously, 9-10 months. So for me, it's not new. So I'm just like, I'm now like.
We're
10
still
months
trying
in.
to adjust
Is it
to
all-
your longer self. You look longer than you do wider.
Yes, I've lost a ton of weight actually.
1 ton?
Yes, well, Steph noticed straight away. He goes, because he only saw me like a month and a half ago, wasn't it? We went to go watch Ricky Gervais.
Yes. Yeah, that was good. That was.
I saw you a month and a half ago when you saw Ricky Gervais.
We did. Yeah,
I
we
was probably
met you
a bit
in
drunk.
the
You were.
met you in the pub.
Yeah, we did. And so obviously, and since then I've lost like another eight or 9 pounds. And it's because obviously going pescatarian.
You look good.
I look good, you know what I'm saying?
Looking good.
But obviously the reason why I've done it for so long and you guys haven't known is because I'm not one of those guys that will say it. So you guys didn't even know. And I'll just go, oh no, I just won't have that. I'll just have my own thing.
Small Norm. Are these all the Crash characters?
Yeah.
I know Crash and I know the Doctor
I don't know who this
and
is.
the girl.
Coco. See, that's my favourite.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Skullgirls. Would you recommend it?
I totally would. It's got very good rating. Very, very good ratings everywhere. It's one game that I've wanted to pick up for such a long time, but I've never actually bought it. And I was just like, I'm just going to buy it because I want to talk about something a little bit more unusual rather than going for like the high-end games.
Yeah, yeah.
The other good thing about it is in its story mode, everything is fully voiced.
Oh, that's cool. See, that's the quibble I have with fighting games these days, is if they don't have a decent single player, because I don't generally like to play that many games online.
Yeah.
Because I can never get online with any friends because I never know when I'm going to be
Be
online.
online, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So a good story mode,
True, that's right. I never know when he's going to be online.
a good story mode for me, I think that's why Mortal Kombat 11 has kind of landed well with me, because the story mode's really good. And like Injustice 2, I've got that, and the story's really good on that.
Everyone does rate that one quite highly, but Injustice 1 made me go away from it.
I didn't like Injustice 1.
Yeah, same. It was too clunky.
Yeah, it just didn't... it felt
No, Injustice 2 has improved on all of it, and the story's really good as well. And the character animations are phenomenal.
You're a phenomenal character.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
But Injustice 2 is very good. I'm trying to think I've got...
Do you get... What about your... the anime real-life one, the one that's only just come out recently? Did you get that?
Kill la Kill?
No. The one with Naruto and stuff.
Oh, Jump Force.
Yeah. you get that?
I got it on my PC because I wanted to play more of it to see, because it's had mixed reception.
Yeah.
So I found somewhere I was able to get it for free on my PC. I've played some of it. My PC isn't quite up to scratch as much as it was. So it does a fairly good job with the game, but it's all right.
Not amazing.
No.
Did you win or lose there, Phil? I don't know.
I'm the guy with the chair.
The guy with just one with the belt.
Yeah.
But if I was going to get it,
Beowulf.
because I am going to still get it for PS4 because trophies and stuff. If I'm going to get it on the PS4, I want the season pass because the extra characters are awesome. Like All Might is in it, and
so is the guy with the grenade hands.
Yeah,
isn't it? There's quite a few now in there.
Yeah, and there's quite a few decent other Naruto characters and One Piece characters come across. So I will get it with the season pass, but it will be a case of down the line. It's like a kind of semi-realistic anime fighter.
Gotcha.
Oh, and Dragon Ball Z Fighters Z.
Oh yeah, I've heard that's really good.
I've got that, and I've been playing some of that, but it gets a bit samey.
In the background there.
Probably not.
Ash Ketchum.
What, the guy I'm playing as?
No, the guy who then closed the RIP background.
You can tell I'm not very good at this.
You've only been playing it a day.
Yeah.
Saying about Dragon Ball, I watched the other day the latest film.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z Super Broly.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking awesome. Absolutely awesome. It's basically just one long fight and people just swap in and out and power up, and it's awesome. That was as I was getting my Shenron tattoo about a month ago.
Oh, yeah.
Because Shenron's a dragon from Dragon Ball Z.
I would not have known that. Yeah.
That's the dragon I got on my chest now.
Right, okay.
Which I'm getting coloured next week. Whoop whoop!
Gonna get hurt.
Yeah! So that's another day session, Tuesday, getting Shenron coloured.
All of the colours of the rainbow.
And then I've got one last session in September, and Philippe is moving to Canada.
Yeah. Oh, God, is he?
What?
I just noticed that you've got hair on your tattoo. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, it's all grown back because I haven't been working on that bit anymore. So I've got my chest on the right-hand side is
hairless.
It's partially growing back, but then you've got that side.
Oh, okay.
But then I have to shave it again Monday evening, and then I get itchy. And then I'm off to Centre Parks at the end of the month, so I hope it's healed by then, otherwise I can't go swimming.
I hope it will.
But you can go swimming. Just might hurt.
And then I'll swell up like that dude from Resident Evil. The one who's like got the eye in his chest, and he's like, ugh. Isn't it the end of the second one?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Can't think of his name.
The guy from Ugly Bay. That's how I know him.
No, I don't mean the second film.
Leon.
I mean the second game.
The Nemesis.
No, Nemesis is the third game.
Oh, so yeah, it's the guy at the end of 2.
Yeah.
And then he's in that little bit, the underground, and it's on the lower ground floor, and he's got his big arm, and he starts throwing at you.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that bit. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. So I swell up like that.
All I know about Resident Evil is Wesker can fuck off.
Wesker can fuck off.
It's a pain in the arse, Wesker.
Although I quite liked Wesker was quite good in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh. He was, but I didn't use to play as him. I used to play as... Oh, God.
Leon Kennedy! No. What's his...
Kennedy!
Leon... He's Leon Kennedy, isn't he?
I didn't used to play as him, though.
Kennedy fans out there would have got that.
I know.
Who was your team in...
Marvel vs. Capcom?
Yeah.
Let me try and remember myself.
I used to... Iron Man.
My favourite beat 'em up is more fighting game is actually SmackDown vs. Raw. And I completely forgot about it. Because that's probably the one I played the most. Because I played WWF Warzone, WWF Attitude, SmackDown Just Bring
It is!
SmackDown,
It's Leon Kennedy. So that joke worked really well.
Kennedy! I've played all of that. I think I've played like tons of those SmackDown vs. Raw games.
Yeah. But would you consider them fighting games or simulation?
Some of them are fighting games, some of them are simulation, some of them are arcade, depending on if it was THQ making it or 2K Games, or how advanced they'd got with their game engine. Because obviously at the very, very early stages, for example, with WWF Attitude and WWF Warzone, which was made by Acclaim. Yeah, Acclaim.
Yeah.
And obviously they went bankrupt, and then THQ came in and bought the license, and then carried on with Ukes Entertainment with their SmackDown games, and then Here Comes the Pain, and then
Know Your Role,
and then Just Bring It. Oh, Just Bring It was first, and then
Just Bring It was amazing.
Yeah, because obviously you went from WWF Attitude to WWF SmackDown, like Just Bring It, and it was just like it was such a huge leap because you went from having real basic animations, real clunky graphics, and you had to, for example, if you wanted to do the rock bottom, it was left, right, down circle, and then you do the rock bottom. If you want to do the tombstone pile driver, you have to make sure that their health was in the red. And for tombstone, it was down, up, down, circle, and you just do the tombstone. And then that's annoying. That's going to be some frothy strawberry Diet Coke.
So,
Frothy.
And obviously, they went on to SmackDown versus Raw, or it was 2006 or 5, which had ECW in it, and then that's when they introduced the GM mode. So you then actually had to control the ratings and the fan base and the contracts and making people go to like PR class and make sure that they knew how to be on the mic, and then they had to have injury resistance, so that you build up a character and you build up a superstar. And then obviously, what happened was obviously they had all that detail, and then they just went downhill ever since, because they just made it a really good-looking game with a solid-ish storyline for 1 year, and then that would be it for the actual game itself. And then I was like, oh, it's all about the GM mode is what I thought, or the universe mode, depending on what era you're from. For me, the SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 with the GM mode, where you had ECW, Raw, and SmackDown, was just brilliant. And I remember every time we played it, it always
Who was on the cover of that one?
I think it was Vince McMahon's face with half Raw, half SmackDown.
Oh, okay, that one.
And a blue eye. And then the GM mode on that one, which had 10,000 fans in total that they had as a brand, as a company. And then basically whoever ran ECW or SmackDown or Raw the best would get the most fans. And it would always be, let's see if Ant can get all 10 million fans before the first WrestleMania. Every time. Ryan and Matt had no chance in hell. Vince McMahon.
No chance. Phil, why is your TV on the wonk?
I don't know.
Is it in the mount backwards?
Probably. Doesn't matter.
Or it's got, much like myself, it has a screw loose.
So, the ones I used to play as are the ones underneath Amaratsu, the 3 girls in a line. So, Hyson...
yeah, so you've got from King of... No.
Morrigan, Felicia, and I think it's Hysinko. So it's the girl with the purple hair, the girl with the green hair, and the girl with the blue hair.
I can't think of
Hysinko,
Morrigan, yeah, and Felicia, yeah. Felicia
3.
was awesome, yeah, she was... I can't think of what that game's called, though, that they're from.
Not at all.
I used to play as Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool was quite good. Beautiful Joe was unfortunately crap.
Sorry, it wasn't Felicia, it was X-23.
Oh, so X-23 was good, yeah.
X-23, Morrigan, and Hysinko. So I'd start with X-23 as my first character in, because that was an absolute bitch of a character to go against, and you can always guarantee you were going to get the first hit, and literally it would take you 5 moves to get them up in the air, and then you would switch them from being up in the air into Morrigan, do some more stuff with Morrigan up in the air.
Darkstalkers.
Oh, yeah. Switch.
Didn't even need to Google it.
X-23 across into Morrigan to do some juggling, and then switch into Hysinko to do the floor juggling, and then back into X-23 to get back in the air. So I would just juggle.
I liked the one in the like robot suit. I think she's from Mega Man.
Oh yes, yeah, she is from Mega Man.
And it was between Spidey, Iron Man, Wolverine, and Deadpool. I always liked when he approached with his guns, walked towards them, and was going bang, 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 or he'd throw a grenade and he's like pineapple surprise or something. Yeah.
I like
because he was voiced by Nolan North.
Yeah, when he used his overdrive and he picked up the thing off the ground, like not even off the ground, but from showing you how much of a build up you've got.
Yeah, he beat you with the special bar. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't play 4 though. Infinite. It looks good, but apparently it was a bit shite.
Yeah, I played the demo. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. And they changed it from 3 people down to 2 people as well.
Yeah.
And they had these gems in it that kind of just changed it up to a way that I didn't enjoy. Bit weird. There was another game that I wanted.
It was a shame about Beautiful Joe though, because I love that character.
Oh, it's a very, very good character.
But he was shit in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Beautiful Joe. Did you ever play it on the GameCube?
I remember you playing it a lot.
Beautiful Joe. So yeah.
There you go.
Kill to kill. Right. I'm going to take us back to television for one moment because I don't think we've even spoken. I might have said about you guys watching it maybe on our WhatsApp group, but have you both watched Chernobyl?
No, it's one movie that I do want to. Well, show I want to watch.
It's off Now TV as well. I can't watch it anymore, so I have to wait for it to come back online. Yeah,
It's that good, is it?
yeah. Everyone has said how amazing this show is, and I feel angry with myself for not watching it. It's been voted the best TV show of all time, which obviously I don't always agree with because that's a common thing that happens nowadays. Any TV show is the best TV show of all time.
It's slow, but
Shockingly amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I am stunned,
That it all
especially
happened.
you.
Yeah,
well,
no, right.
but it's you know how
Because I know all about it already before it's even happened. So of course
you
me,
know
I was
how
like, oh,
Death of Stalin
yeah,
is kind of factual, but it's got a bit of creative license, a lot of creative license on it. It's kind of like Death of Stalin, only it's basically 100% true
yeah.
and in no
Way
funny. Not even remote. There's a few bits where you're like, huh, but it's so harrowing.
Because obviously the guy who was saying all about it, obviously doesn't he commit suicide?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, and he was because he was not being listened to and he was being ignored.
Yeah. But it's so well done, and the performances, because it's not being played in accents. It's English actors and actresses just speaking normally. No voices, no accents. Well, of course, voices, but no accents. They are just speaking. That's why I liken it to Death of Stalin.
Yeah, I get you. So they're all English people.
Yeah, except for the couple of the American guys. But that's exactly how they play it in Chernobyl, and it's fascinating.
Yeah, I could believe that. That's what I am hearing from anyone who's seen it. It's just like even people that I wouldn't have thought would have watched that kind of thing. They're like, it is just so well done, so clear.
Yeah.
How much of a bad issue it was, but no one really wanted to admit it.
No.
I'm like one of my friends from work was saying, years old, and then they went, okay, so nothing's happening. Okay, we'll just say to everyone nothing's going on. Sir, we've just got a call. The Germans are starting to evacuate their schools. It's like, oh my god, they can't get away from it. Everyone knows.
It's so well done, and it's like even the opening sequence where you see it from, I think it's like 2 miles away, or maybe a bit further, and this pregnant woman has got up in the night and gets herself a glass of water, and she crosses a window that's looking out onto a landscape, and you just see this explosion right in the distance, and this flash of light, and then a shockwave then hits the building, and the woman looks out the window, and all you can see is just this bright kind of flame and fire just off in the distance to show you how far away it was from them, but yet still so close. And the guy who then wakes up is one of the firemen, who is then called to the site in order to, and it kind of stems from there.
Wow,
That's crazy.
But it's that scene I had to rewind a couple of times, and then there's a sequence when they're relaying the order of events and how things happened in this whole court sequence, and you're then shown everything that happens because you up until this point you don't know what's really happened, and they're talking through the events, but you're also being shown it as well. And I had to rewind that a couple of times because I was like just aghast. So good.
So watch it then.
Completely
Shouldn't
off
be
the
tired.
subject. Were you working last night?
Yes. What time?
I don't know.
Let's look at the wall.
Let's look at the what's the date? What day is it? It's Wednesday today.
Yeah, 10.
Are you in Orange, Phil?
I am.
You worked until 11, didn't you?
No, by the time I got out last night, because I had to hand wash everything, it was 1 o'clock in the morning.
Why did you have to hand wash everything?
Machine's broken.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What game's this?
This is Lethal League. This is another one I wanted to get, but didn't really have time. So it's a fighting game, but rather than standard
It's not
fighting...
dive kick.
No, rather than
punch.
standard fighting,
all
you
in the
fight using this anti-gravity ball. So you have to hit the ball to hit the people.
Oh, okay.
So it's like dodgeball.
Yeah, kind of. So the all speed moves up.
Yeah, full speed.
All speed.
Why is only one of the people visible?
I think this guy's just playing online.
Due to racism.
So, yeah. If you get hit and you don't hit the ball, then you die.
Okay. I've been enjoying Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Switch.
One game I do want.
That's got quite a good storyline, and all the characters are really good.
I do want to get that at some stage.
Easy there, fella.
Easy there, fella.
Easy.
And have you seen they've announced Banjo-Kazooie for it?
Yeah.
As playable characters.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. No Waluigi, though.
Wow, Luigi.
Oh, it's gonna win.
So yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
Thank
Thank you for listening. I've been... What?
Oh,
Fuck you on about?
That's the end of that chapter.
Yes.
It is. Thanks.
Nacho Cast up next.
Yes, for those people that really want to listen to us
I-
eating crisps.
Yes.
It's basically your hell, Stefan.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it might be, it might prove to be used in like therapy.
Oh, that'd be great.
So you'd be forced to listen to it in a lighter environment
Yeah.
in order to,
Understand your key strengths.
yeah, like become immune to it. Yes, I'm been a high definition. Phil's had a stroke.
Yeah.
I've been Monkey Man
He's
Phil.
had several. Sorry. Monkey Man
Always.
Phil.
Who?
Yes, Noah's Arcade UK on Facebook and Twitter. Instagram as well.
On that.
You can find us on there. You can find lots of pictures of old consoles and
On
games.
all the social platforms.
All of them,
All
except
of
for
them.
Discord, because we've not quite got the hang of it yet.
What's Discord?
Don't know.
It's that thing where people say, come join me. And then
It would
pay.
be where we would record now if we were doing over the phone, over the internet. It would replace Skype and whatnot if
It's
we were.
like Babe Station for video gaming.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yep.
I didn't realise that.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good time!
See, now I have to get up in order to actually stop the recording.
Oh, it's hard life.